What's up, Coach?
What's up, man? We've been playing tag with each other.
I know. I appreciate you coming in, my man. Thank you for joining, Coach Kenny Ellis,
What's
over
going on?
over there in Bmore. How's
Yes, sir.
is it? I'm in Brooklyn. It's cold as shit out here. How about you guys?
It feel pretty good. Today was about 70 something degrees,
Damn. Okay. Yeah, you
65.
guys are a little south of me, so you always get a little warmer.
Yeah, 65, 70. It felt pretty good today.
Damn. Yeah, you guys are putting in work on that the Rise podcast.
Oh, yeah, we're having a little bit of fun.
Yeah. Now you guys are doing
You,
great.
you're not doing bad yourself.
I'm trying. You know what I'm saying? You guys got, yeah, man. I appreciate it. So let me ask you first, right off the jump, Haney or Garcia?
Oh, man. I When I answer this question, man, I got to start telling people it's not because I don't have anything against Haney. Haney if he should win or Bill, but since I've been in boxing, I'm one of them coaches that always favor the punching.
Mm.
Even though the punches don't always win, but that's just me. That's why I'm going for
So
Garcia,
Ryan.
for Ryan, because I favor the
Wow.
punch.
I mean, tell me if you see this because you're obviously a coach. Ryan has one of the fastest left hooks I've ever seen, but his right hand seems highly undeveloped. You see
He
that?
got power with every punch, and he got some sneaky uppercuts he throw. He just throw that wicked shit from out of nowhere, you know. He's dangerous. He's very
Oh yeah.
dangerous.
I'm literally talking to you and I forgot that Tank fought him. I just totally. So you got like firsthand experience, right?
He's dangerous. He got hot, but at the same time, he make mistakes that Haney could, capitalize. I don't know if Haney can knock him out, but he definitely can sting him.
Right.
And then
Okay. I
again,
mean,
anything can happen. It's a possibility he could knock him out, but he make a major mistake every fight, So
mhm.
hopefully Haney's team can capitalize on it the way we did.
Well, did Tank say anything about his power? Was he like, did he say anything about the power?
No, he never said anything to us about it, but before we went into the fight, yeah, I knew he had power, you know.
Okay. I was
Yeah.
just curious if he felt it and he was like, this is, more than I thought or whatever.
No, he never said anything about his power.
What did he say about Ryan, if anything, that stood out or that he didn't expect or whatever?
He got hot.
That's interesting because a lot of people said that he quit. But I mean, he got hit with a good shot, but
Yeah, a lot of times people can't, you can't see what a fighter feel. Nobody know what he felt. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, you put on that poker face.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, And then Tank, his power is different.
It sure is. That's a fact.
It's different.
That's a fact.
A
Yeah,
lot,
he's
a lot of people train, they lift weights, they get this power. They think they're getting strong, but I tell everybody, Tank is God gifted, and God don't make mistakes. Tank's power not coming from weightlifting in the gym. You know what I'm saying?
right. And I mean, I think you told me this, or was it Calvin? I forget, but he's knocked out middleweights or light heavyweights in sparring.
Heavyweight, both.
Heavyweights.
And it's the people that's around today. They know. They was in the gym. A lot of people seen it. Not just our gym, different gyms we've been to. Tank knocked out. I can't speak on Tank a lot because we move, we working on his fight. We're not. But yeah, he knocked out a lot of people.
Oh, right. Yeah, you guys got the fight with Frank Martin coming up. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So are you happy with that fight, or do you wish it would have been one of the four horsemen, as they call them, Haney, Teo, or Shakur?
I mean, anything. I'm happy if anything to keep us busy, but I would love to see us fight one of the top guys. But if this is keeping us busy, then so be it.
Yeah, I mean, I see this fight as being not very competitive. Obviously, Tank winning. What do you think that Frank Martin does well?
I can't talk about it because we getting ready for him. I don't want them to know.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
I got you.
yeah.
Okay. All right. So forget about that. Um, of the three guys, of Shakur, Teofimo, and Haney, who do you think's the best fighter out of those three?
I got rocking with Shakur.
So if they all fought in like a tournament or round robin, you think Shakur would come out on top?
Yeah,
Okay. And what is it? The defense, the IQ? What is it?
his IQ. Yeah. I think Tio's mental. Shakur's so tricky. Tio will fall apart.
Really? But what?
He'll fall apart mentally.
Really?
Yeah.
So you think he's a little weaker mentally than the other guys?
Yeah, he's definitely weaker.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the only one of all four of those guys who had two bad nights in the office.
On his last fight that he won, he was falling apart in the 5th round, but he collected himself. If you listen to him, the crowd got to him, you know?
Right. Yeah, he was. And then that other fight I mean, I guess three bad performances. Which was the fight where he was like, "Oh, do I still got it?" Because he didn't look
Yeah.
too good in that fight.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one too. There's been a few of them, you know? So I think Shakur being so crafty would definitely mess with Tio mentally, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I was impressed with Haney, and tell me if what you think of this, if you agree. It looked like, and this is rare. I feel like this is rare in boxing, but when fighters usually move up, they usually don't hit as hard, right? They're usually hitting harder at a lower weight. But he seemed, and maybe it was just timing against Regis, but he seemed like he got a little more pop as he went up, maybe not weight training himself. I mean, what do you think?
I mean, he caught Regis with a good shot, but Regis, he was a late bloomer, man. He don't have the mechanics. So when you fight, you come up through the amateurs, man. It prepares you, it seasons you for the pros. You learn, you know how to move and get out of certain situations. Regis didn't have that because he started late, man.
He
I mean,
did.
you have fighters in the past that started late, that had great trainers. Back in the 70s and 80s, fighters were more disciplined, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but he didn't have that pedigree. A lot of stuff he just didn't know how to do.
Yeah.
He
Yeah,
got
he
caught.
didn't.
But Haney got a little sting on the shot. Everybody got punching power. You know, when we say Haney can't hit, it's not like he can't hit, but or any fighter, you gonna feel it. You gonna feel it, but
Right.
it's devastating. You know,
Right. Right.
not devastating.
I mean,
But he can box. He got a beautiful jab. He boxed pretty good. Haney can box.
he's a toy. Was he like 5'9"? I mean, he's kind of tall for his weight class, no?
Um, no, welterweight. They 5'9", 5'10" and up. Pretty good height. You know. I just never seen him. I not Haney, but I never seen any welterweight champion that didn't have to engage at some point in their career.
Right. That's true.
At some point in their career, they're gonna have to engage the state champion.
Right. Right. That's
Every
true.
welterweight championship fighter I ever watched, you have to engage at some point in your career. You know, so it's a matter of time where you're gonna have to sit there and engage. You know.
Yeah. They all have to engage.
Yep.
Absolutely. Um, I was gonna ask. I when we were talking about Ryan, I forgot to. What do you make of all his antics, all the stuff he's talking about, children being whatever, and all that? Do you think it's a?
I think
Oh, there you go. You're
if
back.
it's true, the stuff he said about the kids, it should be investigated. But I don't think he should wait till he get on, TV with the boxing door. If he's serious about, he should do it. He should do it. Make it his life a lifestyle. Don't just wait until you get in the limelight complain about it.
Do you think it's a promotion tactic? You think it's real to him?
It's real.
Mm,
I can't see him saying stuff about somebody and that shit ain't real. And then
right.
things he said that happened to him. Who in the hell would say that about themselves if it didn't happen?
That's true. That's
Somebody
true.
when he was a kid.
I guess people question it because he never talked like that before, and now suddenly,
He
know what I'm
want
saying?
to, yeah, he want to come forward and let it out. I guess but he can do that 24/7 all year round. Right now, he should just concentrate on the fight.
I mean, And you got him winning, which is surprising, but maybe he will. Maybe he will.
I lean towards the punches, man.
Mm.
You
Um,
know.
yeah. I mean, yeah, and then they have a history together, the six fights in the
Hmm.
amateurs. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, it's hard to tell, I guess. It's
I
hard to
think
tell.
both of them are better than what they were when since they last fought. You know.
Yeah, which is what
Yeah,
happens.
both of them are bigger. Both of them are stronger.
Does do you think your guy is gonna move up to 40, or do you think he's comfortable with 35?
Um, right now, shit, he's under 40, so it'll be a while. You know.
Yeah, I saw that, right. There's some
Yeah,
some a
it don't make
picture of him
sense
on.
to have to eat to go up. You go up when your metabolism slow down, and it's hard for you to just make weight. That's when you start going up. But right
Well,
now, shit, he can make 30.
do you think if he went to 40, he would suffer significantly in terms of his power and stuff because it's just too high of a weight for him? Or you think it wouldn't make much of a difference?
um, I don't think it hurt his power, but why fight uphill when you don't have to?
Right.
You
I
know,
guess because you got the great talented dudes at 40, but then, Haney and Tio and even Matthias, there's one. I mean, um,
and those guys, man, they big guys, man. They walking around at 50, 60, coming down to 40. You know,
do you know what Tank walks around at? Or
he
you
don't
don't?
he don't go past 50. Right now, he's probably fucking. He's under 40 right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and I mean, he's significantly shorter than those guys too, right? He's like 5'5", something like
And he's just so goddamn powerful. People want to see him fight middleweight because that's how hard he hit. I used to tell people his power was unfair for the lightweight division,
that. Mm-hmm.
but it's
No,
not.
it is. But what's also unfair is the punch placement. Like people don't give him credit for the traps he sets and the punch placement because it doesn't matter how hard you hit. If you don't land the shot, doesn't hit its target,
Hmm,
nothing happens.
hmm. Yeah, and that's not all, but it'll show up. It'll show up June the 20th.
So what's your
June the 5th.
prediction?
What's that?
What's your prediction for the 20th? Pain.
I can't make no predictions. I wait till we get closer to the fight.
Okay. Okay. That's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited. So if Ryan beats Haney, do you think Tank would ever fight Ryan again? Or you think that ship has sailed?
It depends, Depends on, It's hard to tell. But Tank is 135 pounds. If Ryan can come back down or what. Right now,
Right.
Tank is a lightweight.
Are there any fights that you can talk about or fighters that you've heard that you can talk about that have been put on the table that might be a future fight for him?
I have
Past?
I haven't heard any names. I haven't
Mm,
heard any names. But we just cross the bridge when we get to it.
right.
You
How do you see the Pitbull versus Rolly fight going?
Um, Rolly is the harder puncher, but I think Pitbull style will overwhelm him.
I do too. I do too.
Yeah, it's gonna be a barn burner for as long as it lasts. I don't
Yeah,
got. I don't think it's gonna go past 5 rounds.
and you got Pitbull stopping him.
Yeah,
Mm. Yeah,
I got Pitbull stopping him.
because Rolly is so awkward, right? Like, but that could also be to his favor sometimes when
He's
dudes are real
strong,
awkward.
but Pitbull is relentless, man, and he can take a good shot.
Yeah,
I
that's
just
right.
can't see Rolly taking that left hook.
You don't think you can take it?
Nah, he's allergic to left hooks. So it's a matter of time before Pitbull land a left hook on him.
Mm, yeah, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I see that. I agree. I think Pitbull's going to win a decision or a stoppage, but we don't know because we've never really seen Rolly fight anybody besides Tank of high caliber.
Right. Right.
And that the old man was getting up in him.
Yeah. Hey, some was fishy about that stoppage, but that's boxing.
That was cool. That was one of the worst. How is the guy who's throwing punches getting stopped?
It's crazy, right?
I mean, yeah, it had to be. I'm not into conspiracy theories and all that stuff, but I mean, what other reason would it be besides they want to keep Rolly champion? And I mean, there's no other reason.
It's crazy.
It's wild. But he's has Tank ever sparred him, Barroso?
Nah, nah, not that I know of.
I heard he could punch real. Like I heard he's like he has a reputation for just banging.
Yeah, I heard he could crack.
You could see the punch too. He's like awkward, but you could
Yeah,
see the power, right?
yeah. I would love to see him rematch Rolly.
Yeah, but Rolly's. I don't think Rolly wants any part of that.
I would love to see a rematch.
Yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be a good rematch. Yeah, that would be a good rematch, but I don't think he just beat that Davies. Is that his name? The British dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, he beat Davies. And Davies, I think
Did he
Golden
stop?
Boy.
Did he stop him?
Yeah, I think he did.
Damn,
He stopped him.
he can crack.
And Davies was just signed, I think, by Golden Boy. They had a whole they were trying to really promote him, and then he just got
Wow.
stopped.
Damn. That's boxing though. Anything can happen,
I know. I know.
Anything can happen.
I know. How do you see uh how do you see Usyk versus Fury going?
Fury outboxing him.
You're a smart man.
Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is he the man right now.
He is. Does AJ
He holding it down.
does AJ have a shot though?
I mean, he got to punch his chains, but Fury gonna outbox him.
I mean, I don't know about you, but I was extremely happy when he knocked out Ngannou because Ngannou was just all gassed up from his victory. He
Yeah, actually, I thought Nana was gonna win that fight.
did you?
Yeah, I never seen Joshua show any heart, man.
Oh.
You know.
I thought Joshua was going to do what he did, and it was funny. Like when you looked at Ngannou's face, that shows you how strongly he was gassed with unleaded fuel. That when he
Yeah,
went down, he just couldn't believe it. He was like, "Wait,
yeah.
what? What?"
That's the thing with MMA fighters and boxers. Boxers, all they do is punch. You know, they just is what they perfect. That's what they do. Punch all fucking day, every day. So their punching power is different from an MMA's.
Very different. I remember when I was active in the '90s. Back then, it was kickboxing was real big. I don't know if you remember that. That was
Yeah,
like so. I sparred a bunch of kickboxers, and I mean, they could not. I mean, they couldn't punch at all. At all.
exactly. Because the fighters concentrate on punching, and MMA fighters they do a little bit of everything. They don't perfect punching. You
And
know.
it's yeah, and how you stand, right? Like it's funny because
Yeah,
you have
it got to come from your feet all the way up to your torso and out on the end of your arms. And MMA fighters don't practice that.
nah, and they're always ready to like yeah, they don't even square up the right way, nothing.
You got a bunch of guys they go to Walmart and buy some mitts and they learn a sequence and they think they coaches, but that shit don't work. They,
Yeah,
they get a lot of that in boxing too. Just because somebody learned a sequence of punches to catch, they think they coaches and they not.
that must that yeah, that drives me crazy. That was
Be nice.
huh?
It'd be nice if all of so-called coaches put the mitts down for 1 year. Nobody use mitts to see who really can coach and who can't. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah, no, I think Floyd made that popular.
Yeah, Floyd. Yeah, Floyd style.
Yeah, and Floyd made a lot of things popular, but like you don't like that's useless in a real fight, right? The
Yeah,
catch.
just stand there and throw all them punches and think they're gonna land. It's shit. It's crazy.
What do you think is the most important thing in training? Is it sparring? Is it bag work? What would you say?
Oh man, running.
Really? Damn.
bad work. But running, you gotta run, man. You get some fighters that say they didn't run, they did more sparring, but that don't make it right, you know?
Right.
Because
Right. Right.
you gotta run.
Running, yeah, it builds your endurance. I mean,
Running builds everything, man.
how many miles a day? Like for example, how many miles does Tank run a day? Do you know?
Um, I can't say right now because we getting ready for a fight.
Oh, okay, okay, okay,
You
okay.
know,
You don't want to give anything away, huh?
nah. But
Okay.
people do their own thing for whatever reason. But running is 80% of it.
That's interesting. I
If
hated running.
not more.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
hated running. Hated it.
but
Um,
gotta run.
is sparring a lot important, you think, or like sparring, for example, sparring more than 3 times a week? Is that important or is that good?
Um, some people spar twice a week. Some people spar once a week. Some people spar every day. So whatever float they boat.
You think once a week would be enough to get somebody in shape for a fight, prepared?
It depends on how you spar. But I wouldn't do once a week because
No.
I was just had this discussion in the gym. I watch, we get ready. Amateurs get ready for tournaments every year, and you got like Baltimore, DC, and Philly. We all spar with each other. We travel, go back and forth, get work, get ready for these tournaments. And the West Coast Region 8, they spar. All the gyms get together and spar, get ready for these tournaments. And you go to the tournaments, and you get a kid from a hick town, a small town rather, and he win the whole damn tournament, and he don't have nobody to spar because he live out in the boondocks.
Wow.
It happens all the time. So a lot of this shit is in your DNA. You know
That
what I'm
makes
saying?
that makes sense.
It's in your DNA. It's in the fighter's DNA. Some of this shit is overrated,
Yeah. No,
and
that's true.
it's overrated, man. People winning, losing because of favoritism. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of this shit is overrated. If you can fight, that shit is in your DNA. I don't care how much push-ups and shit you do, how many world-class trainers you got. It's still got to be in your DNA to take. You got to be willing to take the pain, man. This shit is painful.
It is.
You know?
It's intense too. Like,
Yeah,
and it's a lot of energy, right?
yeah. You got to be willing to hit back. I
Mm,
don't care about none of that other stuff.
damn. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Um, well, before I let you go, I want to ask you about Saturday. We got Fundora replacing Thurman against Zoo. How do you see that going?
I think it's gonna be harder fight. I'm going for Fundora. It's gonna be harder than what you think. He was fighting a smaller Thurman. Thurman moving up from 47, but now you got a guy coming down. You know what I mean? Big, strong. He got something to prove because he coming off a knockout loss. He don't want to lose no more.
So you got Fundora?
Yeah, KO.
Wow, I had Fundora at first, but then I started watching more of Zoo, and we interviewed his manager earlier. Um, I thought he was just kind of like a flat-footed, robotic, but from what I'm hearing, I talked to some of his sparring partners. This dude places his punches really well. His IQ is high. He's more than just a flat-footed brawler. So and he punches hard. I
He
mean,
is a good fighter. He don't have the punch. I don't think he had the punches that his dad had, but
his
it,
dad, and he looks
yeah,
just like his dad. That's a different story, though.
yeah, like twins. But he got a bit more accumulation of punches, but he punch hard.
Yeah, he punches really hard, and
I haven't
and
seen
he's.
him in any pain yet, though.
Did you see? I mean, he has a bit of that, like, even though he's Australian, he has that like Eastern European Russian assassin kind of vibe going on.
Yeah, yeah,
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he looks like he's mean, but like in a way that's good for boxing.
yeah, yeah. I just haven't seen him in no fights where he had to walk through pain yet. And I think the Fondor can inflict some good pain on him. And then we see what he looked like.
It's gonna be exciting, man. I'm
A
excited to
lot
see
of this shit is painful.
it. That's the message of the day. Boxing is painful.
It's painful. All that shit look good, but are you willing to walk through hell?
Yeah, and the training is
And Fondor last fight, he didn't quit. It wasn't what he didn't get beat down. He was winning the fight, and he just got caught with a shot that didn't even hurt him. It just disconnected him. A lot of people think knockouts hurt, but no, it just disconnect you from your body. You know, you get an out of body experience until you get your shit back together. But knockouts don't hurt.
Yeah, like sometimes when you go down, I always tell people there's a couple different reactions. Sometimes you're like dizzy. Sometimes your mind is clear, but your legs aren't cooperating with you. They're like jelly.
I've never been knocked out, but
I've never been knocked out either. I've only been knocked out once, but from what I've seen of other fighters and talked to them.
I've been in situations in life growing up in the streets. I wasn't knocked out, but I felt pain before. But I know knockouts don't hurt; you just disconnect you.
Right. Or you just see black or whatever stars for a second. Yeah.
And Fondor got caught with a shot. He wasn't losing. He wasn't quitting in the fight. And I tell people, when you 6'5" and you land straight out on the floor, it's harder for a tall man to get up than it is a short man. Short man bend his legs and pop right up, but a tall man got to draw all his bones together and find a way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you don't think he quit in that fight?
No. He was disconnected.
But the reason, and I agree with you, but I'm not sure because when he looked at the ref, he looked clear. And he kind of looked at the ref like, no, I'm not doing it. He did like a little nod, like, You remember that?
Yeah, but we don't know what was he nodding to. Was he saying, no, I'm not getting up? Or was he saying, damn, I can't believe I'm down here? We don't know what was going through his mind.
You're right.
Nobody knows.
Because Ryan did the same thing against Tank. He went down and the ref, waited, and then he kind of looked at the ref like, and then he just got up after 10.
Now that was different because that was a body shot. It wasn't a head shot,
Right, but usually when dudes get hit with a body shot, they wince, and Ryan didn't wince at all. He just looked, he might have been just playing it off, obviously, but he wasn't wincing.
Right.
Yeah, you never know how somebody's going to react.
Exactly. So it's going to be a good fight Saturday.
Yeah, I'm excited. Well, Coach, man, I appreciate you jumping on with me.
Hey, man, anytime. A lot of times when you call me at the gym, you know how it is with the box. You all over the place. So.
Oh, I know you guys are busy, and I appreciate it. But let's talk.
I'm gonna get back to you each and every time, though.
I got you. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. It's good talking to you.
Appreciate you.
All right, my man.
All right, peace. All right.